Yeah, hold the line you would play. Head up there and snipe down.
Let me see that.
Like that?
Tati, we need a cycle.
Good luck.
Let's go.
Cool, really cool. The fact that they are working together, but also to have something especially for them.
Hey, what are you doing here? Okay, little guy. I'm happy to see you too. I didn't know when I'd see you again. I missed you too, buddy. But, we're in a bit of a bind right now. Stay hidden until the fight's over. Hey, that's the shirt. You got the shirt.
Yep. It really means that each of you, right? Boba pet. Boba's pet. For sure, we needed to use it. It was not introduced like that for no reason. Ooh! Ding, 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 ding. The music is maybe not appropriate.
Let me handle this.
Let Daddy deal with that stuff. Really good, really good. No? Of course I'm gonna send Daddy. But it's a big thing. So powerful, Grogu, if you can do that. Really cool.
Alright, they've made it to the roof.
Can you pick off some of the fighters?
I'm used to desert hunting. Can't mess with this range.
I'll distract the droid.
The use, of these two characters right now is really great. It would have been better if we would have more of them before, but it's already one time. Don't kill the pet. Do it. It's done. It's done. Calm down. Really good. That was a really good battle. All of the plants that everyone made, Grogu, Boba's pet, the girls, everyone had the time to shine. The mix of sounds was awful, but it was a really good fight. Okay, really we're gonna kill them. Aha! So easily, after all of what happened before with the droids, just a little fire like that and... Is it logical? It's good because they're gonna face each other, solving the story.
This is my city. I will not abandon them. Like the Tuscans. Don't toy with me. I'm still faster than you. But I have armor. You're a killer. This isn't the first time I beat you out on the job. Consider this my final lesson. Look out for yourself. Anything else is weakness.
No. With the That's really bad for this villain because he was really promising and I thought we would have more of him, but for Boba that moment was really great. I'm gonna talk about it in review. Okay, that's a King Kong homage, I suppose.
Hang on to this. It's gonna be okay.
Like, oh.
Don't worry, kid. Your old man's crafty. Ooh, spoke too soon. Don't worry, kid. Where'd you go, kid?
He's gonna intervene. Can you do it again? Sorry. You're so good! Grogu, you're so strong. And you're just a kid. Ah!
Syndicate forces have pulled back from Mos Eisley. And so we arriving here in Mos Eisley surgery, so that we may disembark. Half of my men were either shot or eaten by a rancor. Is that what you call hospitable?
We're really gonna resolve the situation with the Pikes kill all of the enemies during this season 1. Come on, be honest, it was supposed to be only one season. It was supposed to be a mini show. If you're concluding everything into your first season, the difference with the episode 1 when he was not recognized.
You should take a nice soak in the back of that.
It's being used.
By Mando, maybe?
Thank you. You're not suited for this.
If not us, then who?
Hello, friends.
There's anything you want to share?
No. No.
No to what?
All right.
Grogu. Are we gonna have an hidden scene? Yes, because if it was not Mando, it was who? Huh? Again, it's who? And this guy is the one who is creating the mods, no? You know, the one that Boba visited with Fennec? I'm gonna check that. It was Cobb Vanth into it? Why I didn't recognize the guy? It's Cobb Vanth? That? I don't recognize you at all, my dear. Okay, but it's you, you're gonna come back, like Fennec did. This episode was really great. This episode was almost entirely about the battle. We had a little introduction of it, we had a little conclusion of it, but it was mostly about the battle. The introduction of it was great because we had Boba seeing stuff, deciding stuff, like deciding to stay right there into the sanctuary, you know, into the town, and after that deciding to not do any negotiation, in fact to just tell them to go fight themselves. And at the end we have a conclusion with what is happening to all of the characters. We have this conclusion with all of Boba's crew reunited to show us that they're gonna be the crew that we're gonna follow maybe for the season 2. We have also a conclusion for Mando with Grogu. I'm gonna come back to that. Just really the episode was about that fight. It was a really good one. Like I truly appreciated all of the different plans, you know, made by all of them, all of the different sides, you know, in fact, all guys, but also the Pikes and Bane and all different allies, you know, arriving into the fight, but also having their own situations to deal with, to resolve, to there are moments, you know, to shine. That was great to have that for Santo, that was great to have that for the girls and the other mods, you know, and also the people from Freetown. It was great to have that for Boba and his pet, and after that for Boba all alone. I'm gonna come back to that, you know, to him facing really Bane, and also to have that moment for Mando and Grogu with the droid, but also after that with the pet. So all of these different scenes were really great and the action was good. For the little details which were not great in my opinion, it was that moment with Kersantan, you know, when he was hurt and they came for him to save him and all. Like, it was really cliche, that moment. Like, we saw moments like that in so many different movies. Like, maybe it was too much, it felt off, you know, that moment. Another moment with a music which was really not appropriate to the situation. Like, we were really into a Star Wars mood also with the music. Everything was going well with the music, with the sound environment. Everything was going well, and suddenly that music was coming from nowhere, and you know, it was more a music for an action movie. And one thing which is really bothering me is the fact that the mix of the sound was really not great. Like, I remember that I talked about the mix of the sounds a lot during the season 1 of The Mandalorian, during the first episode. I really think that they had an issue with that during the first episodes of the first season of The Mandalorian, but after that they resolved it. Right there, they never had this issue during all of the season of the Book of Boba Fett, but for the final episode and for that fight, like, the music was taking all of the place. The main character voices were good, you know, like, it was going well. The secondary characters' voices were under that. So when everyone, all of them, were meeting during the same scene, you know, the music, the main characters and the secondary characters, the mix of the sounds during these scenes was awful, because everything was not functioning together. Like, I really don't know what happened with the sound, with how they mixed that. I'm not blaming, you know, the casting. I'm not saying that some people spoke louder than other people, that they should have not put music during that scene and all. Not at all. I'm saying that really it's a question of how they mixed it. I think that the person who is supposed to mix the sounds really fell asleep. Maybe they worked on it a lot during the post-production moment, and so much, you know, that they wanted to do that thing right, that thing right, that thing right, and they forgot to check that everything was functioning together, in fact. And it really bothered me a lot. And even more because I spent like half of the fight being like that, like... But yes, the fight on itself, that was cool, the musics were cool, the pictures were cool, the moments, you know, the different plans were really great. I think that they could have done better even with the two girls, you know, the fact that they created really during this episode, the fact that the people from Freetown and the people from that town can be against each other, like to create two lines to introduce the fact that maybe they are fighting together, just to resolve that during the next scene that they have together. it's really quick, you know, for introducing us an idea, a subject, and to resolve it. It maybe would have been more interesting to have that even sooner during the show, so we can resolve it really during this episode. And it's the same, you know, for that girl from the mud. We had something about the fact that she didn't have manners during the episode, you know, when they were introduced. To have that resolved during this episode with Fennec, okay, why not? It can be a good conclusion about this group being finally their group, you know, a crew, they are fighting together, they are working together. But for really creating something for that girl, for that character, to make really a development for these characters, for these mods, you need to do more than that. Or at least to repeat during a lot of episodes the fact that they didn't have manners, you know, to really create something with that. And I'm not saying that you have to take entire scenes to do that, but maybe to repeat in each scene, you know, that they have just a line, just in their attitudes, the fact that they don't have manners, the fact that it's annoying for Fennec to see that they don't have manners, you know, just to repeat that a little, it would have made that conclusion for that little thing during this episode. That conclusion would have been even more interesting, even more meaningful for the characters, but also for the viewers. Right there we can be just like, okay, cool, that's great. But you've got what I meant? Like, it would have been even more interesting. Guys, we watched an episode about Boba Fett. Boba Fett was into his own show! Like, congratulations! You reappeared into your own show! Bad Laura! No, without kidding, it was a good mix, I think, this episode between the Book of Boba Fett and The Mandalorian. Even more because of the fact that the Book of Boba Fett, that part of this episode, of this show, took more place than the part about The Mandalorian. Because the balance is there and is into the favor of the Book of Boba Fett and also the character of Boba Fett. Finally, he is present, he is saying stuff, he is deciding stuff, he is doing stuff. Like, before that, during action moments, it was Fennec who was intervening, who was showing her skills, who was showing how she was fighting and all. Finally, we are seeing him fighting, first with Mando, after that with his pet, after that all alone in front of Bane. And that moment with Bane was really great because it was well done and well written, but also for the character of Boba, it was really great. What Bane said about the fact that he's a killer, he's a murderer, but also about the fact that during that moment, Boba managed to not be killed, you know, because of the Tusken arm, because of what he learned with the Tusken. That was a good payment for the flashbacks that we had during the 3 first episodes. Okay, now, because of that fight, we can say that all of these flashbacks that we had before, it was not just to tell us all of what happened during the time that we were not with Boba. Finally, it's useful into the show. It has a payment, you know, like we had the preparation with the flashback, we have the payment with that fight, with the fact that Boba is saving himself using the Tusken arm, and also discovering that the Pikes did that to his tribe and to kill them all. An interrogation that I have about that, about the fact that they are killing Bane, they are killing the Pikes, not just the soldiers but also the Syndicate, like that's it. They killed all of their enemies, they killed really everyone. At the end we are discovering that this ally is gonna come back. Really, they won everything, all of the different situations. What now for the season 2? Like, what stories are we gonna have? What situations can they resolve? Because now that Boba, you know, is really into that place, respected by the people. He doesn't have enemies, he has allies, he has soldiers, you know, his own crew. It means that for your season 2 you're gonna have to reintroduce enemies, issues, stuff like that. It means also, in my opinion, that this show can be only about one season. At least they made it like that, you know, they let to themselves that opportunity of saying that in fact that was only a one season show. By finishing everything, we'll see. Like I said in intro, the season 2 is gonna be a real challenge for these writers, if we have a season 2, because of the fact that all of these issues that we have during this season 1, the fact that they really took a lot of time to find their way to write these episodes without having a change of mood, a change of situation, a lot of change, you know, between the different scenes of one unique episode. It felt off, you know, to say it like that, but that was the case. It took 3 episodes which were bad to have finally one episode, the episode 4, with no change of moods, a continuity between all of the scenes. Now they have it, that's great, but they have to keep that for the season 2, to keep that during all of the season 2. We are not gonna accept anymore to take 3 episodes to get to that. For the characters, now that during this final episode you finally gave a lot to your main character, a lot of place on screen. Again, it feels off to say that. But now that really you gave place to your main character, it needs to be the main character of your show. To stay the main character of your show. So really, this season 2 is gonna be really challenging. About Grogu and Mando. So that's it. Grogu chose Mando. For good. Like, not only he has the armor, but also he joined Mando. He fought with Mando to save Mando, and getting out together. I thought, you know, that they could have done something like Grogu coming back and saying a final goodbye to Mando, being like, that's it, I have your armor and now I'm gonna remind you for life and I want to say you goodbye. I thought that maybe they would do a trap like that for the viewers, but really no, that was not the case. But I hope that really during The Mandalorian the show we are gonna explore more that decision that Grogu took, because the consequences of that decision for me are insane. Like for Luke, for the fact that Luke wanted Grogu to be the first student of that new school, but also what it's gonna mean for Grogu, for how he's gonna deal with the Force, how he's gonna use it, because we can see that he's really strong, really powerful. How it's gonna impact him, you know, to not have someone to train him, to help him to deal with the Force. People are gonna be still after Grogu, like the consequences of that decision, like for now we can be just like, oh that's alright, they're reunited and Grogu chose his dad, that's so cool, that's so great, he's gonna be a Mandalorian, whoo! Oh yes! But I'm not gonna be so excited about that decision just like that, like the consequences of that decision, I think that we can't imagine even the half of it for now. And we're gonna see that into The Mandalorian and not into the Book of Boba Fett. To conclude, you know, and talk about the show itself, I said it in intro and also later in this review, they took a lot of time to find a way to write this show. So really, you know, for a season of 7 episodes, I have 3 bad episodes, 2 great episodes, and 2 episodes which are not the Book of Boba Fett, which are The Mandalorian. So for a season of 5 episodes, really, for the Book of Boba Fett, I have 2 good episodes. I'm not desperate, you know, and I don't want to say bad stuff about this show now, because really the progression of the show is good. Also considering that 2 episodes of The Mandalorian into that place and all. Really how they built that season. I'm not talking about the story because it's really, you know, going into a chronological order, so it's okay. But how it was built, like really for me, they had different writers, different persons deciding what was gonna happen in each episode. Like, it really feels like everyone said his or her own opinion about what should be this show, and everyone put his or her own stuff. At the end, I have what I want. You know, for this final episode, I have finally what I want. We have the same mood, we have a continuity between the scenes, we have the main character being the main character, deciding stuff, acting really, doing stuff, and also we have things about his development. We can see more about him and all. We have good moments of actions, we have a lot of good ideas for the stories, for how it was done, how it was written. It's promising, you know. That final episode is promising. The season is not. Can I say it like that? This season was a mess. This season had amazing episodes and awful ones. But the final episode is finally promising for the season 2, which is gonna be really, really a big challenge for the writers. That's it. I'm gonna conclude things like that because it's optimist, you know. It's an optimist way to see the stuff. Like, we are ending this show really well with this episode. It's not gonna make us forget the bad things that we had during this season, but it can be promising for the rest, and we can just wish that the season 2 is gonna be great. And it's gonna be about Boba Fett. Bad Laura. Okay, I'm gonna stop this review right now. Tell me, what did you think about the Book of Boba Fett, about this episode for sure, but also the entire season? Your opinion about the season, about these different episodes, you know, quality of episodes. Did you feel it? What do you think of it? What do you think about the season 2? What it can be? I'm really interested by your opinion about that. I will tell you if I'm gonna react to the season 2 or not. I'm not gonna decide right now. I need, you know, to have a break, to think about it, to really have a cold mind about that season 1, to really analyze it even more. And I will tell you also if I'm gonna react or not to Obi-Wan Kenobi. You know that it's the other show, for all of the other Star Wars shows that they are preparing for the viewers, it's really the one which is interesting me, the one about Obi-Wan Kenobi. So I will tell you if I'm gonna react to it or not. For now, I want to tell you that I will, but I have also to consider the fact that it was painful at some moments to post my videos about it, not to watch the episodes, not to react to it, not to edit the videos, but to publish the videos and moderate all of the comments of the hardcore fans, which were really mean. It was painful, so I have to think about it again with a cold mind, with really taking the time to think about it, how I can do it and all. I will tell you that, don't worry. Okay, so it's all for me and for you for today, for this season 1 of the Book of Boba Fett. And it's all for me for now, so bye for now. Bye!
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine?
Crazy.